Today is Thursday, my favorite day of the week because I don't have any classes. What I've done yesterday is I've made a bunch of flashcards for chemistry, and then I'll learn them today. I also have new anatomy material, new lab things to do today, and then I picked up an extra shift for chemistry tutoring, so we're gonna have, instead of 2 hours, 3 hours. But other than that, it should be a very restful day, and I got a new book, and so I want to read it tonight as well. Yeah, so today it's also very sunny. I don't know if you can see. It's very sunny. Currently doing my laundry, and once that's done, we're steady, and then, yeah, you'll see. I'll show you another day in my life. Okay. I got a new jacket. Last time I was in Munich, we thrifted it. I'm gonna wear it for the very first time today because it's finally warm and sunny, but not warm enough to wear no jacket. So, it's long, and you can close it here, and then there's also a belt.
doesn't. Then I'm assuming oxygen.
Also, did you fill out the octet for fluorine? 2, 4,
Oh, no,
6,
it
8,
works.
10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34.
Okay. After I have it memorized,
Mhm.
I'll be able to tell how
Yeah.
to make that 3D? Okay.
Yeah. And if you would have had a lone pair here, then it would have been a trigonal pyramid. Probably. Yeah, if you feel comfortable with drawing these structures, then that would be easy points.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Understood.
We are back from a very long day. I thought I would be done with work by now, but I'm not. Lab took longer than expected, as always, it always does. So I still need to do anatomy, and I still need to do chemistry. You would think I've been doing it all day, but I'm not done. There's more. Dinner's in about 5 minutes. Probably gonna eat some food and watch a movie at the same time, just because I will not get time to do that later. I probably won't get to read my book later either, and then we'll continue. Well, at least it's sunny today. It's sunny and it's warm, and I'm thankful for that. And everything else will get better. Yes. Back from dinner. It was very, very good today. We had meat, which is very rare. And now I just also finished German, which doesn't usually take me as long as my other classes. And now we are back to, can you see, anatomy. I will tell you exactly how many flashcards are left. I have 77 flashcards left for anatomy, and technically 90 flashcards left for chemistry. But I think chemistry will leave until tomorrow because I still need to do a homework problem for chemistry as practice. What I do before exams is I print out practice homework that we used to do as homework, and then I just print it out blank, and then I redo it again before the exam. So I wanted to do that today. It's 7:20. It's getting late. So I have to prioritize anatomy just because tomorrow is lecture, which means new material and a lot of new material. Yes, so anatomy first, if time, chemistry worksheet, and then I think it will be really late by then, but we'll see. I've made a decision. It's 8 p.m. I've made a decision that I'm going to bed early and then waking up at 4 a.m. It sounds crazy, but I started doing this naturally when I was jet lagged when I came back from Germany. And I've been going to bed at 8 and then waking up at 4. And I've noticed that my brain works much better, much faster at 4 a.m. So I get the same amount of work done much quicker. But then, you know, as homework started piling up and things like that, I started going to bed later, which meant I started waking up later, and I feel a difference. I feel that I get less done throughout the day if I wake up later. By later, I mean 6 a.m., 5 a.m., not 4, just because my brain doesn't work as fast. Like 4 a.m. is my prime time. So I'm going to go to bed now. Maybe I'll give myself like 10 minutes to read my book because I was just really excited to read it. And then, yeah, and then I'll wake up at 4 a.m. I found out something really, really cool after reading this book today. I wanted to share. Where was it? Oh, okay. Here, they were talking about poisonous arrows, and they were saying how in the past mostly, but today also there are woody vines found in South America that they used to use as arrows because the poison called D-tuberculine is a muscle relaxant. So when it would enter the bloodstream directly, it would paralyze people, and then at some point, or not people I guess, or animals, it would paralyze them, and at some point it would reach the heart and the lungs, so they would stop breathing and they would stop pumping blood and they would die. But interestingly, this drug was used in the 19th and early 20th century as an anesthetic before they started using all those heavy drugs like cocaine and morphine, whatever. They used this drug because at certain low levels it would paralyze the person, but not enough to stop their heart, and then artificial breathing was maintained during the surgery, but their muscles would be paralyzed to the point that they wouldn't be able to move during the surgery, but they could still feel all the pain. And so the people would be just lying there experiencing being cut open, but they wouldn't be able to move. And then there were no side effects once it wore off. Crazy. Anyway, really interesting stuff. But I will go to bed now, and then I will wake up at 4 a.m. Anyway,